You ever fall down one of those internet rabbit holes and find something that's just weird? Well, that's exactly what happened with this movie I found on YouTube called House of Terror. It's honestly a mess, a bunch of horror scenes that feel totally disconnected. And it makes you wonder, is this just bad editing, or is there actually some kind of method to the madness? Today, we're going to tear it apart and figure it out.
All right, so here's the game plan. First, we're going to look at the whole jumbled mess of the film itself. Then we'll dig into 3 key stories that are buried inside all that chaos. And finally, we're going to see if we can put all the pieces together and solve the mystery of what this movie is even trying to be.
So the first thing you notice about House of Terror is there's no plot. Like at all. It just lobs these little horror stories at you, one after another, with no clear connection. You're just kind of left there scratching your head, trying to figure out what you're even watching.
And that's exactly the right way to look at it. We have to stop thinking of ourselves as just viewers and start acting like detectives. The mission here is to find the hidden clues inside the film and solve the central mystery. Is there any logic behind this chaos? I mean, just to give you a taste of the whiplash, one second you're watching a woman get annoyed by a trick-or-treater. The next, a smart speaker is haunted. Then we jump to a slasher in a cabin, and then we get bits and pieces of the Bloody Mary legend. It feels totally random, but is it? Let's start digging for a pattern. Okay, to make any sense of this, let's just grab onto one thread. We'll start with one of the most complete stories in the whole film. It's a classic ghost story, really, but one that's gotten a serious update for our smart home world. It all kicks off pretty innocently. There's a woman home alone on Halloween, and her smart speaker starts telling these really cheesy holiday-themed jokes. You know, it's a little lame, but it's nothing to freak out about at first. And then things go from cheesy to completely chaotic. The device just stops listening. She's yelling, "Alexa, stop," but it keeps going, flashing the lights, spamming her phone with notifications. Suddenly, her own home, the one place she's supposed to feel safe, has turned against her. And this is where the whole thing snaps into focus. It's not a random glitch. The speaker starts talking with this chilling new voice, asking if she remembers a Samantha Williams. All of a sudden, this isn't just a random haunting, it's personal. The ghost in the machine is the spirit of a friend that she left to die. The woman, she's terrified, she apologizes, but the ghost is just done. It hits her with this final, chilling line. It's this incredible little story about guilt and revenge and how your past can find you even through technology. Okay, let's set that piece of the puzzle aside and pick up another one. This next story, oh man, it starts out looking like every single slasher movie you've ever seen, but then it completely pulls the rug out from under you. Yeah, you know this setup. You've seen it a million times, right? An isolated woman, a cabin in the woods, a news report about a killer on the loose, and then that knock at the door. A strange guy with some lame excuse. We all think we know exactly what's about to happen. Except, nope. The movie just completely flips the script. She lets him in, and we realize very quickly that she's not going to be his victim. Turns out, she's a killer too, and he just made the mistake of walking into her house. And when she says that, everything changes. The whole power dynamic flips. He thought he was the hunter, but he's just realized he's walked right into the lair of a much, much better predator. And with this line, it's game over. She completely overpowers him. She's the winner. It's such a brilliant way to take a tired old cliché and make it feel totally fresh and surprising again. All right, now this next one is where we really have to put on our detective hats, because the film just throws these scattered scenes at us. There's a cursed mirror, a grieving woman, and it's up to us to piece it all together into an actual story. So if you line up all the clues, a really tragic story starts to take shape. It starts with a husband giving his wife this beautiful antique mirror. But then she finds out he's cheating on her. Not long after, he turns up dead, looks like a suicide. And then, the final awful blow, the woman, now a widow, loses her baby. And all of that grief, all of that unimaginable rage, that's what turns her into the Bloody Mary we all know from the urban legend. It's not just some monster in a mirror anymore. This gives her a powerful, heartbreakingly human reason for being so vengeful. Okay. So we've got a haunted Alexa, a killer versus killer showdown, and a tragic origin story for Bloody Mary. What does it all mean? Is this movie really just a badly edited mess, or is there a bigger idea here? Time to solve this thing. Well, When you lay it all out like this, a pattern definitely starts to emerge, doesn't it? We have a tech horror story about guilt, we have a slasher movie that flips the script on predators, and we have a tragic origin for an urban legend. See? They aren't connected by plot, they're connected by genre.
And that's the solution to the whole puzzle. House of Terror isn't one broken story. It's a bunch of short stories. It's a horror anthology. The fragmented, jumpy style isn't a mistake. It's the entire point. It's like a showcase of all the different ways horror can get under your skin.
Which leaves you with one last question, right? In our age of TikToks and YouTube shorts, where our attention just jumps from one short thing to the next, maybe this is what campfire stories look like now. Just quick, fragmented bursts of horror, perfectly designed for the way we watch things today. What do you think?